3, 2, 1.
Able slide trail. Go down, right down there to tree line. It doesn't look actually that steep after it gets to the tree line there, so it's just as steep right now. We'll see. Beautiful. That's what we just came down. And there's the sun. And that's what we're going down. Down there to tree line. Look at that sun. Good night, Maine. Able Trail, we made it. It is 10:20. We have made it into the Able campground. Yay! We signed out. There's a white blaze. Love your white blazes. Welcome to Millinocket. Here's where we ended up last night. We're in Millinocket, Maine this morning. Good morning and welcome to Millinocket, Maine.
Day 1.
We are Stick the Eagle and we have hiked the Appalachian Trail northbound from Springer Mountain, Georgia to Katahdin, Maine. We rolled in here last night at after like 1 a.m. after we were figuring out what we were gonna do because we got down to the trail, the A-Ball Trail at like, 11:30 once we got back to the Katahdin Streams campground last night. So we were like, where are we gonna go? We ended up here. It was a great stay. We really needed that sleep and a real bed. Feel much more energized. Now we're going to go get breakfast at the Appalachian Trail Cafe. So we're not going to keep on hiking northbound anymore, but let's maybe go north to the cafe. Appalachian Trail Cafe. Here's downtown Millinocket. It says open daily 7 to 1. Here's their menus. AT donut squash. And look at these mugs.
Cheers, even though you don't drink coffee, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but yesterday you said it was good.
Privy.
Good, how are you?
Triple berry French toast breakfast with Grey Owl.
Other stuff.
Hostel and Outfitters. There we are. This is the Millinocket Outfitters. This is the Katahdin sign.
3, 2, 1, action.
Victory chicken.
Legend.
That's 2024.
Yeah. Okay, you know what to do next. You gotta squeeze the chicken, right? Do it! Squeeze it! I'm gonna squeeze it if you don't.
Squeeze it.
So... I'm squeezing it.
Awesome.
Yay!
The hiker yearbook.
Yeah, it is so cool.
It starts at Springer in the daytime.
Springer, there's the arch. And you go through, there's Damascus. Moose, or no, those are the ponies at Grayson Highlands. Harper's Ferry Visitor Center. That's Maryland. Yeah, Washington Monument in Maryland.
Are those the whites, I'm assuming?
The bear trying to get the bearing. Those have got to be the whites. Yep.
Oh my God,
the
it's
Hots. We have Sasquatch. And then some of the lakes in Maine. I don't know if that's Pierce Pond or what. And then we have rocks and just Maine wilderness, and then Katahdin at night. Start in the day, Katahdin at night. We're outside this bus right now with Gray Owl. And how did the adventure go after the summit yesterday?
After the summit?
After we
Is that
summited.
what we're talking about right now?
Yes. We summited Katahdin. We vlogged Katahdin real well. And then we started to go down as the sun was setting. And how did that
down after the sun
How
was
did that go? We decided to go down the Able Ridge, the Able Slide Trail last night, because we figured we'd get to tree line quicker. And
Figured we would.
yeah, hopefully before the sun set, then it'd be easier to follow the trail in tree line than it would on rock scrambles in the dark. But we didn't quite get there before dark, and we did end up missing the trail at one point, so we had to backtrack up the Able Slide Trail in the dark.
That was my bad.
There's a sign that said
misleading, okay? It was pretty misleading.
there was a sign that said please stay on trail. I'm like, okay, we will, but it looked like a trail down the slide, but that's where the trail like went off at the side instead of going straight. We just kept going straight down. We were sliding down rocks
And
until
it was so unnecessary. We didn't have to do that.
yeah, until I was like, I haven't seen a blue blaze in a little bit. Just keep your eye out for blue blazes. Let's make sure we find a blue blaze. And then I keep not seeing a blue blaze, so I'm like, let me check my Far Out app. This blue blaze trail is on the Far Out app. And lo and behold, we were off trail. We were just desperately trying to get down the trees we saw at the bottom of the slide before dark, so that we wouldn't have to do rock scrambles in the dark. And then we find out that we were off trail, so then we scrambled back up, and they were like, well, it's dark now.
Long story short, it was an adventure.
Yeah.
And then the stars were really nice.
But that was one of the greatest moments, was just sitting there in the dark, looking at the stars, see the Milky Way and so forth. And then the rest, once we got down, took the break of the stars, it was pretty good.
I mean, there's more to the story that you'll hear later.
Yeah.
But that's the...
And we got back to the trailhead at Katahdin Streams Campground by 11:30 after the 2-mile road walk from Able Campground.
It was just an adventure.
We were figuring out where we were gonna sleep the night because it was dark and late. We drove to Millinocket to get service and figured out from there. And then we ended up finding that Pomola Lodge, which is great. We both walked in without our shoes because we were exhausted. And then this morning we were
literally walking like this.
yeah.
It's just great memories. There's just detail, there's just that you'll remember throughout.
This morning I was like, where's my shoes? And I'm like, oh, I left them in the car last night because I took them off because my feet were tired.
Oh my God.
Literally, the day after I finished my hike, it begins to rain during the day as we're driving back. What? This is the first time I've seen it rain in Maine since I entered the state during the daytime.
Which was when? When did you enter the state? Do you know how many days ago?
Something.
Like a long time ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Right.
So it's been 22 days in Maine on the Appalachian Trail. Exactly. And this is the first time it's rained during the day. It only rained twice during the night. This rain is hilarious.
Oh, were you recording? Oh, I didn't even know you were recording. It is funny. It's really funny.
It's funny. And it's starting to sink in now that, hey, there's no more hiking to do. There's no more hiking to do tomorrow. And I've hiked the whole Appalachian Trail. Like, what? It's starting to sink in. Mind blown.
It started to sink.
It's like I finally reached the end of it. This is the chapel where I went to seminary. And I thought I'd come here for a few moments to pray and reconnect as I start my next chapter here in Ohio. I have now arrived in Ohio. We drove from Maine on Wednesday to get my car in Connecticut, and then drove from Connecticut to Ohio to start my new job. Did some paperwork today, and then came here to the seminary where I went to school to become a pastor. So now working on becoming a teacher, have the weekend to prepare and sort out a few things, including where I'm going to stay in Ohio. It's a lot of whirlwind right now coming back to society, so I thought I'd spend a moment with God in the place where it all began as I was seeking my master's degree right here. Summit day was Tuesday. We got back down the hill so late, got the hotel, drove back from Katahdin Wednesday, drove from Connecticut to Ohio Thursday, went to do some paperwork in Cleveland today on Friday, and now I'm here at the seminary on Friday, 3 days after our Katahdin summit. Thank you, God, for being you. Take me back to you, God. I pray as we start this next chapter that we are truly serving God in every step of the way. I believe that we will be. I believe that God is calling me to serve in this position for this time. I went to school for ministry, but I'm going to really enjoy teaching, and we might continue ministry in our own way here on this channel. Stay tuned. We have some post-AT videos to come first, but we will continue. Just embrace these moments. Embrace our new beginnings as well. Got the Alaska hat on so that you guys recognize me. I've been trying to still upload the videos and update all my social media information and videos since I've been driving so much and in and out of places in this transition period. It's been a challenge to keep up with that. Trying to upload one right now using just LTE 4 bars, but it takes time. But we're working on it as a work in this transition. I'm very excited. I met the students today. I get my own classroom, just took care of paperwork, so we start for real on Monday. So we're going to enjoy this weekend, finishing uploads and edits, reminiscing on the journey we've had, and dreaming about what's to come, and reading material of the curriculum to prepare for next week. Looking forward to it. And this is a special spot for me at the seminary. Jesus, fisher of men. I've sat at this fountain so many times, praying and in the spirit of prayer at nighttime and during the day. Just whenever I feel a lonely moment, come to him. We have plenty of AT content, post-hike content to come, as well as our future to come. So if you'd like to follow along on the Stick the Eagle journey, please be sure to subscribe. And I also have an Instagram account at Stick the Eagle. For now, remember to always embrace the journey. And happy trails. Put my hand in the water there. I like drawing across my forehead with the water from that fountain. I did that so many times when I was in seminary. Feels so good. It's also raining again. It's been raining every day since I came off trail. Eagles week 1. There's the eagle at the seminary. So, Alaska hat, so you recognize me. There's a bunch of geese flying around. Looks like they're thinking about going south. So, we have that serenading us today. Donkeys behind us there. So, day 1 of work was loud, but I expected a little bit of that. The students were very rambunctious, but the first day of having a new teacher, and also after a whole week of not having a teacher, really, they're a little bit behind in the curriculum, and we just have to get them on task. So today I wanted to get to know them and try to learn some of their names, so that created for a little more rambunctious, that we weren't exactly focused on a task, and I was also trying to learn where they were. But we're here now. I know what we're doing tomorrow. I have a plan, so we're gonna take that and let it and run with it. I think that God's going to use us in this place we're going to be at, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed this transition video here. Started the new job today, so now the next step is finding a place to live. Don't exactly have a place to go, so I'm going to probably restaurants a bit more than I would right now in this transition period. I don't really want to spend a lot of money because I don't get my first paycheck till much later in October, like the third week of the month. So everything I'm spending now is not out of, anyway, a little conscious about that, but hey, we have to just get through this season and find a place to live, and then we're home free in our next season of our life. We'll see what comes of it. I think I'm going to have a few moments of prayer and get to school early and have a few moments of prayer, maybe a scripture reading or something, and maybe I'll share some of those moments with you. We'll see. I want to keep talking to you all. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and wherever you're at, remember to always embrace that journey, and always happy trails, because happy trails does not just mean trail on the AT. It means the trail of life wherever you go. So happy trails to you all. Prayers for the AT communities that are affected. Devastating losses by Hurricane Helene. Damascus, Hot Springs, Asheville, whole towns are washed away. I'm forgetting a whole bunch, like the whole North Carolina and Southern Virginia, Southwestern Virginia is devastated, and it's going to take a lot of effort to get some of these places back up where they used to be. So having walked through those places this year, I love those places, and I keep running through my mind how amazing those places were and how I enjoyed staying there. I know I didn't stay there very long, I never took a zero, but I did have some meals there. I did meet some friends there. I saw hostels there. I walked through those towns. So I feel for those communities, and I feel for them even if I hadn't been there, but it really does make a difference that I've actually been there. Hopefully they can recover fairly quickly with our support and our prayers, especially for the 2025 NOBO season. But the 2024 SOBO season's messed up right now. I don't know what SOBO is going to be doing. About 800 miles of trail are temporarily closed. They'll gradually start opening up sections again, but the priority is the communities right now, and it should be the communities, not trail maintenance right now. So the trails are dangerous, there's a lot of trees down. Mudslides can still happen even weeks after the event, because some of these places, if you didn't realize, got 30 to 40 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain. And North Carolina especially had been pretty dry before this, so they got all this rain at once on dry soil. That creates mudslides, that creates trees falling down, all that tumbles down the hill with all that water and rises the water level. All the debris in the water was washing out bridges, and it's going to take a lot of infrastructure work and a lot of money to repair all the damage that was done. So I wish I did not just start a job so that I could go down there when we're welcome and support. Right now, search and rescue operations are still underway, and we wouldn't want to get in the way. So I would encourage anyone who wants to help to not go yet until they start calling for helpers, so that we don't get in the way. But when they do start calling for helpers, they will need volunteers, they will need donations. So fully support sending your donations in time to those who are able to do so to those areas. If you were planning a section hike on the AT this year, go help on the AT when they start repairing the trail. I don't know how this is going to look, but this is a storm of historic magnitude that I don't think the AT has ever faced before. So anyway, just if you don't do anything else, pray like I'm going to be doing. I don't have the money to donate per se right now because I'm in this transition period, and I don't have the time to go down there because I just started a new job. But I'm going to pray and hope and keep following along, and you all can do the same. God bless you. Happy trails. Embrace this journey. Stay well. Hello YouTube. Just want to say, the past couple days have been going great. I've been so thankful for this teaching job. Yeah, it can be a little difficult at first, but I'm already starting to feel the rewards once we've settled into the job. And it's just super exciting to see the potential in the students. And I'm super thrilled for what's to come after the first 3 days. So we're getting graded assignments in now, and we're going strong from here, and just looking forward to the school year. It's going to be a great year. I love to see the notebooks when I get good work from students. It's just fantastic. The joys of a teacher are going to come strong, and I'm going to share not that much, but some with you. I do plan to have some reflections and also some AT post-hike videos coming out very soon, and then maybe perhaps a daily reflection coming out after I do my AT post-hike videos coming up. So I've got a few, probably 3 or 4 to come up for AT post-hike content in the next week. So stay tuned for that. And then potentially I'm hoping to schedule a live. I'm planning on it. I just don't know quite when. And my light turned off. My light turned off. I don't quite know when that will be, because I still have to get a place and figure out where I'm going to be living, and that's when I'll have internet to be able to schedule a live. So I'll let you all know, keep you all updated about that, and then we'll do some reflections together and see how that goes as well in the future. For now, remember, whatever journey you're on, to always embrace the journey and happy trails. Hope you enjoy this review content and seeing a little bit of the journey in the dark from the descent down Katahdin. Hard to believe it's been a week already.